Have you ever heard anyone call or refer to Gibraltar as an island?
Many times.
Many times?
Many times.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm studying this phenomenon known as the Mandela Effect. I actually come from a universe, a parallel universe, where Gibraltar is an island in the Mediterranean. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's something called the Mandela Effect. You ever heard of it? And I'm personally looking forward to buying some of the island games stamps and coins, because the fact that it says island on them, that's the residue. So my question to the gentleman was if he had ever heard anyone refer to Gibraltar as an island, and you said,
yeah, every single day.
Yes, every single day, you guys. So there's a reason why people think this is an island, and that's part of my documentary. That's why I'm here. I actually came here. Is because in a parallel universe, Gibraltar actually exists as an island. Morning, guys. Today's Wednesday, July 13th, approximately 7:30 in the morning. I'm just beginning my day here at the Línea, La Línea de Concepción. I keep butchering the name. It's called Línea, not Línea. But I'm starting my day walking to Gibraltar. My hotel is on the Spain side, and it's about a 15-minute walk to the island of Gibraltar. I was extremely tired yesterday. Once I reached my hotel, that I knocked out right away. As soon as I finished uploading that video, my last video to YouTube, I knocked out, and I did not wake up until like 2100, and by that time it was already too late to do anything. So I just continued sleeping, and yeah, so it's kind of a waste of a day. But now today, you know, I'm actually gonna step foot on the rock, hopefully, and speak to some people, ask more questions, do more investigative work. This is supposed to be an island. Yesterday, after reviewing some of the videos in the footage I uploaded yesterday on YouTube, if you're able to translate it or you speak Spanish, but basically one of the guys at the airport and the taxi driver to my hotel, they both said that there actually used to be a river. They're taught that there's a river they were taught that Gibraltar was an island. So it's crazy. They were taught that it was an island, and that the airport area, that strip where the airport is on maps, that used to be a river, and supposedly they put sand there in order for it not to be an island no more, and that way people could connect to it, which to me, that's bullshit. So as I was saying, so basically one of the guys at the airport and at the taxi, the guy who was driving me to my hotel, those two gentlemen said that they were taught that Gibraltar was an island, indeed an island, but that there used to be a small river of marshlands that used to cover the airport area. So it was actually water there. That whole area where the airport is, that was water, which I find that really interesting, because that could be potential residue. Yeah, but I find that story to be BS. It was separated by lots more water, not just this small strip, not just this small strip of land which the airport covers. It was separated by lots of water, and this belief that, you know, they just brought sand and then just connected the island to southern Spain, it's BS. I'm not buying it. And as I said before in my other videos, the Mandela effect is very deceptive, very deceiving. So the fact that these two gentlemen told me that there actually used to be water, that a small river that ran through the airport, and therefore Gibraltar was an island, that story, it's completely BS. It was separated by lots of more water, and that's why in all text that you see, old newspapers, or some people still refer to it as an island, is because it's actually an island. It's separated by lots more water in another reality. One thing I do wonder is, you know, this whole area of Spain is called La Línea de Concepción. The line, it's the line. So in this reality, it's the line. But you know, I wonder what this area is called in the universal reality where Gibraltar is separated by lots more water. What was this called? Or even before, they said that, you know, they put some sand to attach the island to mainland Spain. What was it called? If it wasn't the line, there was no line there before, right? So this line was just created, you know, allegedly. Let's see. But yeah, that's what I wonder. I wonder, what is this area called? If it maybe still exists as La Línea in the reality where some of us remember where Gibraltar was an island. Well, it's across the border from Spain. It's amazing how many people are actually crossing the border. The commute is crazy here, and it's been like this my whole walk. A lot of people commuting here to Gibraltar. I wonder, you know, this doesn't exist in the reality where Gibraltar is in the Mediterranean. So it's amazing to see how many people are actually crossing the border. So as I'm walking through the passport control, I'm officially in Gibraltar, on the side of Gibraltar, and see here some amazing old images of Gibraltar, the rock, and yeah, this is amazing. Look at that, the rock. I wonder if any of them have a description on the back which say or describe it as an island. I'm gonna try and speak to these passport security guys, see if they ever heard anyone call Gibraltar an island. Let's see what they say. Hey guys. I'm doing a documentary. I was wondering if I could ask you a question. Just a question.
Might need permission for that. What sort of nature?
It's just a question, documentary for my YouTube. Have you ever heard anyone call or refer to Gibraltar as an island?
Many times.
Many times?
Many times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm studying this phenomenon known as the Mandela Effect, where people actually remember learning it and seeing it on maps as an island.
Right.
So it turns out that, you know, Gibraltar actually exists as an island in another parallel universe, another reality. Right. And I actually have some evidence to prove that. You know, a lot of old magazines, old textbooks will describe it as an island, and it's because it was an island. Right. In between Spain and Morocco.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to turn off the camera.
Okay, yeah. All right, you guys, so I am officially out of the passport control. I am officially in Gibraltar, the side of Gibraltar. Yeah, so the security guards wanted me to turn off the camera. They did not want to be recorded. I recorded a little piece until they told me to turn it off. But basically, you know, I was telling them that Gibraltar does exist as an island in a parallel universe, and that there's a reason why, you know, they meet so many people that, you know, that they meet that refer to Gibraltar as an island. There's a reason for that, and the reason is because Gibraltar exists as an island in a parallel universe. I even showed them the list from Wikipedia, which shows all the places that participate in the island games. And one of the security guards, lady security guards there, passport agents or whatever you want to call it, she actually participated in the island games. I'm like, okay, awesome, this is perfect, and I wish I could record this. And then I was like, you know, don't you find it weird? Why do, you know, at first I asked, why does Gibraltar host the island games when it's not even an island? And the reason she gave me was because of the size of the population. It's almost like an island. But I'm like, it's not geographically an island. It's a peninsula. And I was like, it's a peninsula, it's not an island. And I showed her the list. I showed them the list because they were all next to her, the passport agents. And I'm like, all these places are islands except for Gibraltar. Don't you find that weird? Why is Gibraltar hosting the island games when they're not an island? And all of them just try to, you know, come up with some type of explanation for it. And it just, you know, it looks like they simply just dismiss me as making up some bullshit story, or it sounds very too fantasy to believe. And one of the gentlemen had actually heard about the Mandela Effect and kind of knows what it is about people, songs, people remembering songs sung in a different way than it currently is. So at least he understood me. He understands what it's about. But when I asked him, have you ever heard about the Mandela Effect regarding Gibraltar, he said no. So I'm personally glad that I was the first one to introduce them to the Gibraltar Mandela Effect and tell them that Gibraltar actually exists as an island in a parallel universe. I'm officially crossing the runway of the airport. I'm closer to the rock than yesterday when I landed here at Gibraltar Airport. And yeah, I can't believe I'm going in the middle of a runway in which the airplanes land and take off. Can't believe this. Okay, here I am at the runway, walking with these other people commuting to the island. I will refer to Gibraltar as an island my entire duration here. And behind me, look at this. Oh my god, this is the runway. This should not be allowed. One thing I should say is that walking through here, this airport landing right now, is so windy. I don't know if you can see my hair. It's so windy. It's as if I'm in the water right now. It feels as though I'm not on the land. Like literally when I was over there by the passport area, I did not feel any wind. As soon as you walk across this airport landing, it feels like wind. Perhaps the wind is residue of the wind over the water. The reality of Gibraltar is an island. Perhaps that's what it is. It's very windy. Look at this. It's flying. I don't know if you could read that over there, but engraved in the stone is Pillars of Hercules. I did some research on the Pillars of Hercules, and yeah, it's very interesting. Alright guys, we're almost there. Just walking more inland, I guess, on the island, of course. Welcome to Gibraltar. As I was making my way walking through Gibraltar to 8th then on the rock all the way up there, I came across this sign right behind me, and out of all that's written here, this is the one that I find most interesting, the Laguna. It says during this time, Gibraltar's principal land route to Spain was along a narrow corridor of land called the Causeway or Strand. So as you can see in that picture, allegedly this was the only way to and from Gibraltar, this small piece of land. So I think maybe that is what the taxi driver yesterday and the guy at the airport was referring to, that at one point this was mostly just water. It was a small river, but I'm still not buying it. This is how the Mandela Effect works. It's very deceiving. It'll hide the truth of what we remember, and you have to be able to like see through it, see through the lines, see through the seats. You know, I don't buy that story. I mean, it might have been true in this reality, but there's a reason why people refer to it as an island, and it's not an island. Just remember that. Here heading towards Ape's Den, and I came across this sign here. Landport, originally the only way into Gibraltar other than by sea. Landport was rebuilt in 1727 after being the scene of bitter fighting and 13 sieges. And on to the left, it says Landport Gate Drawbridge was rebuilt by 61 Field Support Squadron, Royal Engineers for the People, Gibraltar, March, I guess 1986. So, this is very interesting. This is supposedly the only way to get into Gibraltar. So right now, what I'm walking through, according to that sign, this was the only way to get into Gibraltar, through this land port, allegedly. Hey guys, I'm doing a doc. Is it true that this was the only way into Gibraltar?
I don't know the history for it.
Yes, and here in front of the gate was the water everywhere. And this side you can move the door.
So there was water covering the entrance.
You can close the left side, yeah, and you can with a big steel.
Wow, where did the water go?
End of the tunnel.
Yeah.
To the left side.
No, but where's the water now?
On the sea.
On the sea.
Yeah.
So how did all the land get here?
So okay. Other side the tunnel,
Yeah.
you will see the parking area.
Yeah.
Parking area was in the water.
Wow.
The normal castle.
That parking area.
Was the wall,
Yeah.
the castle wall, and the water everywhere.
And how did the land get there now? How is it connected now to Spain?
In Spain?
Yeah.
Now you can walk.
But how does sand get there?
Before
The soil.
was the sand or I don't know. Sand, no?
But there was water at the end of this tunnel where the parking area is.
Only there.
That's
Because
amazing.
The castle with the water area.
So this was the only way to get into Gibraltar. The only way out of the whole island. Wow. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
I actually come from a universe, a parallel universe where Gibraltar is an island in the Mediterranean. Yeah. It sounds crazy, but it's something called the Mandela Effect. You ever heard of it? Yeah. So there's a lot of people remember this being an island on maps. And that's the reason. Wow, you guys. So that is so interesting. With these guys, I just, exited this small tunnel. And, I just wanted to ask anybody if they know any history about the tunnel. And the guy said that those two signs that I showed you, that entrance was literally all water before. And I kept asking, where did the water go? Where did the sea, where did the soil go? Where did the sand go? Where did it come from? And I don't know if he didn't understand me correctly. I just couldn't get an answer. And but yeah, that's allegedly the story he's been taught, that at the end of the tunnel, the entrance, that was the only way. That small tunnel was the only way into Gibraltar, and that whole parking lot area in which I read the two signs from, that was all water. Amazing. I would honestly like to go back to that tunnel with a tour guide to help explain the true story about that tunnel and how it's the only way. It was the only way into Gibraltar, that small piece of tunnel. That's great evidence residue. I'm gonna try and look for some tour guides here. Hopefully I'll find one. I'm in a little shopping center here. There's a Burger King, a coffee store. I'm currently on Main Street. Here's where you can find a lot of shops, jewelry stores, places to eat, cafe shops, and right here is a post office. And what I really wanted to come visit is the Philatelic shop. As we can see inside, they're currently not open. They open at 10. I'll be back in an hour. Right now it's 9, but they sell stamps, coins, postcards, different collectible things, and I'm personally looking forward to buying some of the island games stamps and coins, because the fact that it says island on them, that's the residue. So for me, those are worth a lot, and I'm looking to collect some. Come back here at 10. Just passed by this little shop. I'm gonna be looking at postcards. Hopefully that has some kind of residue on them, and I'm looking for the keyword islands or island or isla, something like that. Let's see what I find. Hopefully I find something. So it's currently still not 10 a.m. when most of the shops here on Main Street open, but I was looking from the outside of this store, and I saw these souvenirs here that look pretty cool. It's like slight residue. It'll show Gibraltar as an island in the Mediterranean, but then it'll point to the actual peninsula, as well as that item over here. I don't know if it's a shirt or some kind of handkerchief or something. I'm looking forward to come back when the shop opens and see what residue I can find. Some reality residue. They have plenty more stuff over here, and yeah, can't wait to come back when they're open. I finally arrived at a tourist information center. I'm gonna walk in, hopefully talk to someone, and try and see if I can get a tour guide to walk me back to that tunnel, and obviously get some more information regarding Gibraltar. I'm actually doing a documentary. Can I ask you guys a question?
I would rather not.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not gonna be on it. I'm just gonna be record the voice.
Not really. No.
No. All right.
No, sorry.
So my question to the gentleman was, if he had ever heard anyone refer to Gibraltar as an island, and you said,
yeah, every single day.
Yes, every single day, you guys. So there's a reason why people think this is an island, and that's part of my documentary. That's why I'm here. I actually came here. Is because in a parallel universe, Gibraltar actually exists as an island.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and in an alternate reality. I don't know if you ever heard of something called the Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
Where people have memories of an alternate universe, parallel universes, where they remember certain things existing or happening a certain way, but when they look at it now, it never existed or happened the way they remember it. It's different.
Wow, interesting, yeah.
So a lot of people remember looking at Gibraltar on maps
as an island,
and it would actually show it separated by lots of water in between Spain and Morocco. And now there's been a shift in consciousness where they've come to this new earth, and Gibraltar's no longer an island, it's a peninsula connected to Spain. And it's so weird, and that's the reason why I'm here. So it's amazing that, you know, everyone I speak to, majority, more than 90% of the people I ask the same question to, they'll say yes, everyone refers to this as an island. And then, you know, the next question, you know, I would ask is, have you ever heard of the Island Games?
Yeah.
They hosted it here in 1995 and 2019. Why are they hosting the Island Games when they're not an island? And my answer is because this actually exists as an island in a parallel universe. So we're seeing a mix of timelines. We're seeing residual evidence of timelines colliding, and that's the reason why this place still hosts Island Games.
Wow, interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I actually have evidence on my backpack. You want to see it? Yeah.